Hello, my name is Amanda. Welcome to the Birch and Lily podcast. Today is April 9th, and this is a podcast about knitting and cross-stitch. And I guess other crafty things sometimes. Today is just knitting and cross-stitch. You can find me in two places, on Instagram as birch.and.lily and on Ravelry as Birch and Lily. And then obviously here on this YouTube channel, which you already know if you found me. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to any returning viewers. Welcome back, and to anyone new, welcome. I hope you enjoy and you find something that inspires you today. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is probably a pretty obvious one. My background's different. My husband and I moved a couple weeks ago. We were very lucky to have my parents and my sister here to help us move into our new place, but that is why this episode is about a week late. Just lots of organizing and figuring out to do, and just not lots of time to sit down and record, nor to knit or cross stitch. I've definitely had progress, but I don't have tons to show this week, so it should be a kind of short episode, we'll see. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for admin sort of stuff. If you have any questions about anything that I show today, it should be down in the show notes down below in the description. If I missed something, let me know, leave a comment, and I'll be happy to give you any information that you might need. And I'm realizing now that the way my hair is, it looks like I have no clothes on. I have a shirt on, don't worry. So I guess let's jump into knitting first. I have a couple works in progress and one finished object to show you guys. So the first thing that I guess we'll start with is my Galiano Socks by Tracie Millar. I've been working on these for forever, I swear. And it's not that I don't enjoy them. I guess they've just kind of been pushed to the side a little bit. I'm not sure why. And I realize I don't know where my sock blockers are right now, so we'll just have to do without them for this episode, but I don't have... yeah, should be fine. So, since I think last episode I did have this first sock done. This is in Woolberry Fiber Co yarn. It's called D New Idiot, I believe. It's a 75/25, cast on 64 stitches, 1x1 twisted rib. I enjoy having the light in here, but it's kind of blowing things out. Oh, if I go over here, it's fine. I was trying to figure out how to get the blinds down and they were not working for me, so I'll have to figure that out later for our next episode, I guess, but we'll just show stuff over here for now. So yeah, it's like a pale baby blue base with purple and green speckles, and yeah, there's just a slip stitch heel, flap, and gusset. And so last episode I was at this little stitch marker here. So I've done a decent amount. Got the heel flap and gusset in. I've got it all decreased and back to my 64 stitches just to finish the foot off. And yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'll have this pair done by next episode, because they've been languishing for a while and I would just like to get them done and get these needles back to start something else. Not that like I said, not that I'm not enjoying the pattern. It's been wonderful. It's a beautifully written pattern. So yeah, I don't think I have much else to say about these. Oh, this Progress Keeper is from Corner of Craft, Hannah, and Chiaogu needles, 2.25mm, it's US 1. Yeah, so enjoying these. They are in a bag by Knit Two Together. I think she's Sue Driver on Instagram. I'll have it linked below. But this was a collaboration with Long Dog Yarn. Could be a couple years ago now. There's the tag. Yeah, Super cute bag. It's got lots of pockets and different separations to keep everything organized, and it does me well. So the next project that I'm going to show you guys is this month's Desert Vista Dyeworks socks. I've actually made pretty good progress on them this month. I'm pretty impressed with myself. They were kind of the only knitting that I did while we were unpacking because it was easy to pick up and set back down. There wasn't any pattern that I had to make note of where I'd stopped or figure out where I'd stopped, anything like that. But these socks are in this bag by Tiny Human Knits. Super cute. And the colorway that I'm using this month is Hydrangea by Desert Vista Dyeworks. It's on her sparkle base, which I've never used before, and I really like. It's really, really soft. So I don't know if you'll, maybe if I put it in the sun, you'll be able to see the sparkle. I don't know. It's so hard to tell from back here. But this is what I've got done so far. Definitely could put in the heel if I wanted to. Usually when I do socks with afterthought heels, I will put the heel in early on the first sock just so I can fit it to my foot, because I never have luck with finishing the whole tube and then measuring after. It never fits properly. So I'll usually put the first heel in, get the sock to fit perfect, and then the second sock I'll knit the whole tube and add the heel in at the end. So yeah, this progress keeper isn't really marking anything just yet. It's just there so I can move it up when the podcast is done so that I have note of where I was last time I recorded. So for these guys, I cast on 60 stitches. I did a 2x2 rib for 15 rounds and 2.25 millimeter US ones. This progress keeper, I guess I can tell you guys, is from Maker's Haven. I don't know if it'll focus on it. I think this was part of one of her like birthday sock sets from a couple years ago. But yeah, simple, easy, but I'm really, really enjoying it. And it's been my car knitting lately. So yeah, I don't think there's much else I can say about those guys. We'll get them back in their bag. And my final knitting project that I have been working on. Now, did I move? I don't know if I moved this progress keeper from last episode. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is my pair of shell Cottage socks. And it looks like I just started the heel flap on these and then decided I didn't want to work on it anymore since last episode. And the whole needle is pulled through funny. Oh dear. There we go. So these are my shell Cottage socks. This is in another Woolberry Fiber Co. sock set. This one is in Omina Paratus. These are also 64 stitches with a 1x1 twisted rib. I believe this is an Eye of Partridge heel flap that you can barely see. And the progress keeper is from Sugarplum Circus. So yeah, I don't think I've had tons of progress on these since last episode. Like I said, I've mostly just been doing vanilla sock knitting because it's easy and doesn't take much thinking since we've been so busy with the house and the yard and just getting everything the way we like it. So what else do I have to say? Oh, these are, I wish I would have done the next size up or went up a needle size. They're a little snug. I tried them on because someone had asked me if my socks were too tight because they had had a hard time getting theirs on. And they are snug. I can get them on, but it takes a little bit of work. I'm hoping once I put them on sock blockers and block them that that'll kind of fix the problem. But yeah, I think if I would have gone up from a 2.25 millimeter needle to a 2.5, it probably would have fixed the problem. There's just a lot of knitting stitches together, which I find tightens stuff up a lot. So yeah, Not that I don't like the pattern, they are a little snug. So yeah, this episode is going to be really short because that is all I have to say about these guys. And I guess I'll show you the bag really quick as well. I can never remember who made this. Okay, so this is from Studio in the Green on Etsy. This was part of a collaboration with I'm blanking. I know it starts with an S. I am so sorry. I can't remember. I will make sure to put it on the screen here or write it down below or something. I feel really bad. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's absolutely beautiful. It was like a peach themed collective. I actually have the one skein of yarn that was also made for it here right in front of me. This was Kirby Werby Yarns self-striping yarn. That was part of the Peach Collective. Does she maybe have something written on here that says no? Dang it. Yeah, I will write that on the screen for you guys, but this was also part of that Peach Collective. I think she made it actually to match the bag. She pulled colors out of that project bag. Okay, so that is literally all I have for knitting. Like I said, I haven't had much time. The weather's getting so nice out here that I've been out in the yard a lot. We have a lot of leaves to rake. The previous owner of this house, I don't think they lived in the house last year at all, and so the yard work kind of got neglected a little bit, so we've been busy. There is a lot of leaves. We've got 1.5 acres that we're living on, so yeah, a lot of yard work to catch up on. But I've been enjoying it. Like I said, the weather's beautiful, so that helps a lot. It's not cold outside while I'm working or anything. So yeah, that is all I have for knitting to show you for works in progress. I am working on one other sock. It's new pattern, but I'm not ready to show that just yet. And then I should say as well, I was supposed to release a mitten pattern a couple weeks ago as well, and that kind of got put on the back burner because of the move. We didn't expect to get the house so early, so I have photos taken for it. The testing is all done. I'm just trying to find some time to get the rest of it written up and ready to go. So hopefully soon, within the next week or so, that should be out. We shall see. I'm hoping, because they're beautiful and I want to get them out before it gets too warm, because who wants to make mittens in the summer? I guess it's a quick project like socks, something small you can carry around. Does it make you super warm when you're knitting outside in the sun? I don't know. But yeah, that should be out soon, so keep posted on my Instagram for more information about that, I guess. Yeah, so I have one finished object that I will show you. So this was my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks for last month, for March, and they are not blocked. The ends are not woven in, but they are done. And like I said, I don't know where my sock blockers are, so I won't have blockers to put them on for you guys this week, but I think you'll still get the idea. So this colorway is Sangria. This is on just her normal 75-25 base. I cast 60 stitches on for these guys, 2x2 rib, 2.25 millimeter needle, a US one. Afterthought heel. This I use the Kirby Werby tutorial on YouTube for. I'll try and remember to link that down below, but I found that is the best afterthought heel tutorial. She does give you instructions, I guess is the best way to put it, for how to do like a whole sock tube and then measure in to cut the heel. But like I said, I like to just put the first one in and fit it perfectly, or put the first one in before the sock is done so I can fit it perfectly to my foot, and then the second sock I just do the whole tube and put it in after. Since I know where it needs to go, I'll mark with stitch markers every 10th row so that I know exactly where I have to put it in. So yeah, I'm still on track with the Desert Vista Dyeworks knit along, the yearly knit along, which is good. I want to get all the way through the year. I think that would be really cool. It is a nice way to use up my large collection of self-striping yarn, though I do feel like the other yarn that isn't Desert Vista Dyeworks is getting kind of neglected. So I might just, I don't know. I might just have to cast on another pair in self-striping and kind of have them both going back and forth between my purse for car knitting and stuff. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these guys. Like I said, the ends aren't woven in yet, so I haven't worn them yet or anything, but I've been pretty happy with them so far. The yarn is great. Seems super sturdy. Oh, and I'm looking on the floor now in my slight disaster and seeing something that I think would interest you guys. So I will grab that to show you. So I've always been looking for like a really good way to organize all of my hand knit socks, because they usually just sit in like a Rubbermaid or something and I never see them, and then I never want to wear them because I don't see them. So I was searching around on Amazon for something that was kind of cheap and easy to put together, I guess, easy to use, and I came across this. So it's just this fabric drawer insert, I guess, with little sections in it, and it fits all of my hand knit socks perfectly. So it came in a set of 2 for I think like $13. Yeah, I've been really happy with it. Very, very easy to compact. It just like, I don't know if you can see the zipper down the middle here. So if you unzip that, it just smushes flat into nothing. But it holds the socks really well, and then I can see all of them and see the options that I have. So I have to reorganize my dresser to fit that in there. I've moved some stuff into the closet that used to be in the dresser, so it should work now, but I just haven't got around to that yet. But I will link that down below for you guys. I know a couple people were interested in it when I showed it on Instagram. Like I said, super affordable, but like a really, really good solution to organize my socks. So that brings us to the end of knitting already. I am flying. I don't know if I'm talking too fast because I haven't recorded in a while, but that is all my knitting for this week. So if that is all you were here for, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in cross stitch, that is coming up next. So I think we'll switch things around since it's on the top of my pile here and start with finished objects. So the first one I have here, I believe I was close to being finished last episode. This is Warm Winter Woolens by Little House Needleworks. And it's done, and I'm so excited. So this is stitched on 32 count vintage exemplar. I used all the called for colors. They're all classic Colorworks hand-dyed floss. And yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't ironed it yet, but I have purchased a frame for it. So when I have a little bit of time, I will get that framed up, and then I'll make sure I show you it fully finished off. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I think my husband doesn't agree, but I think this is gonna have to stay up all year because I'm a knitter and I'm always making warm winter woolens. So yeah, very, very happy with that. And then I have been working on 2 other projects. They're both by Plum Street Samplers. I've been trying to get through all of my works in progress and get them kind of finished up because next month is Mania. If you haven't heard about that, it's a Facebook group, and every May, everyone does it different, but it's basically a month of starts. So some people will start a new project literally every day in May. Some people will start a new project every week. Some people do, like I think this year some people are doing 19 new starts because it's 2019. So I haven't fully decided what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm really excited to start a whole bunch of new things. So I wanna get all of the projects I'm working on off my plate. So yeah, I have, like I said, 2 projects by Plum Street Samplers. The first one I'll talk about is Llama Lump, and I have been sucked into the world of cross-stitch project bags. So this gorgeous one is by Pretty Southern. So that's the back of it. And the front is like a clear vinyl, and it's got this beautiful floral pattern on the inside. So this is hopefully the glare. Oh, the glare is awful. Give me a second. I'll pull this out of the bag. So this is what I'm working on. Like I said, it's Llama Lump by Plum Street Samplers. Super cute. She has, oh gosh, so many of these patterns with different animals stacked on top of each other. There's sheep, goats. I think she came out with a fox one this year as well. So many cute things, and they're not super big, so I would like to get them all done. I'm not sure if I want to do them like connected together in a line and kind of in groups of like 3 or something, or if I want to do them all separate. I guess once I finish this one, I'll figure that out. But this I am stitching on 36 count Oaken, I believe. And I'm getting very close to being done. I have the tiniest little bit of the border left to do. My llamas are complete, and then I kind of just have all the trees and bordery stuff to do on the outside, and I'm done. So yeah, very pleased. Let's get this out of the sun. Very pleased with how this is turning out. And that was my first jump into 36 count linen, and I actually really like it. And the cheap part of me also likes that I only have to use 1 thread of embroidery floss as opposed to 2, so it lasts a lot longer. But yeah, very pleased with it. And if you haven't seen any of those other like stackable animal patterns that she has, definitely look, because oh my goodness, they are adorable. So I'm hoping to have that done soon. I kind of took a break from it for a while, and I don't know why. I've been working on this next pattern I'm going to show you for the past week, I guess. But I do want to get back to that so I can get it finished. Okay. So the final pattern that I have been working on is Cinnamon Stars, also by Plum Street Samplers. Stay out of the sun, Amanda. So this is a super cute fall design. So I am about halfway done. So again, I'm using, and I don't think I said on Llama Lump about this, but I'm using called for colors on Llama Lump. And I am using the called for colors on here as well. Though I did change on the fence there at the bottom. I can't remember what it called for, but it was just blending into the fabric too much because I'm not using the called for fabric. I'm using 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. So the fence was just blending in too much. So I changed it out to oatmeal. I believe it's by Weeks Dyeworks. I don't know, it's called oatmeal. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going. I've been practicing my sewing method stitching, and it has sped me up so much, which I really appreciate, because then I can get more done. Yeah, not much else I can say about that. Like I said, I don't have tons of progress on everything this week. I'm looking at this episode and it's so short compared to the last couple ones I've done, but with the move and everything, we've just been so busy and I haven't sat down to craft as much as I guess I thought. I've been spending a lot of time putting my craft room together, but I haven't been actually crafting. So hopefully now that things are slowing down a little bit, I'll have more time. The yard work is kind of a priority right now because there are so many leaves and I can just, I can't see them out the window, but I just know the piles I have already that haven't been cleaned up or mulched or anything yet. but have to get those cleared out so that the flowers can grow and they're not suffocated by all those leaves. So yeah, like I said, show notes will be down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I'd be happy to answer. And yeah, thank you so much for coming back and watching. I appreciate it so much. Have a good week, guys. Bye.